Hello and welcome to the creation of my front cover of my music magazine. I'm going to take you through it now. I'm in design right now and I'm going to select new document and to create the document, and all the information is fine. This is perfect. This is a great format for how I want my magazine front cover to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the cover image. So I find it in the folder and I drag it onto the document in design. Click anywhere and it will go there, but of course it's quite large. So in order to get it to the right size, I zoom out and while holding down shift, I click the corner of the picture and it shortens the frame. I do it in while holding down shift, because instead of it changing the image horizontally or vertically, it actually just scales down the image, so you don't lose any of the image. Don't know what you call it, but the image don't change. Basically, it just scales down. And to get that, I do right click, fitting, and fit content to frame, which basically the way that InDesign works is that the image is inputted into a frame as the content, and you change the size of the frame, and then you change the size of the image. But this is a quick way to fit the content to the image. It's just quite simple, and it's really good. So basically it looks a bit small right now, but that's because I can change it later at any stage. I'm going to do the masthead now. So what I do is I do a new layer and I draw a box, just a simple box. The masthead is going to be this certain pink color with writing on it. So the pink color that I have already chosen is one that I already have the measurements of, the red, green and blue, so I input those measurements now. This is a pink that I've done previously and will be running throughout the whole magazine as part of the house style. And so I input the measurements, and it comes up looking like this, which is great. By the way, I've already done this. I've recorded doing it, and I'm just voicing over it right now. So right now I'm doing the text for the title. So I select the text tool and I'll draw a box, and the font that I'm going to use is something called Cherry Liney or Liney. Don't know how you say it, but it's really cool. It's really young. The size that I do it at first is 60, so I change the size and write in iridescent adolescent. And basically I also changed something called the leading, and this basically makes the two words closer together. I also make iridescent a little larger than adolescent. It creates fun, it's just interesting, gives it a dynamic, and it looks good. So that's all well and good. It's all together, and I'll just position it at various wherever I want it on the page, and I'll just make the rectangle a little bit bigger so the words don't just hang off. Now next thing I'm going to do is create the little cartoon character that I have in the corner. Now this cartoon character is a font, and it's called Azudings. It's from dafont.com, and you get these, this little cartoon. It's a really cool thing. It's a representation of my target audience. It's like as if my main target audience member was a cartoon. It would be one of these. They'd look like her, and basically she's the letter A, so I type in letter A and adjust the size. And I think it's a really cool thing because this is a K-pop magazine, and part of the K-pop culture is anime or manga, which is Japanese. It's Japanese cartoonery. So it's a really cool thing. It's going to really attract in a correct audience. So that's a little bit too big, which is why she's disappeared. She's back again. Excuse me. So she's great. She's standing there looking all happy, and I'm just positioning it all together to make it look, look fun, which it does. And it's a great fun, and together with everything, it really does, capture what I want from my magazine. So now I'm going to do the cover lines, and so I do a new layer, and I do these cover lines on a different layer, so that they all, having the separate layers, it kind of organises it a lot better. So yeah, I'm just adjusting the image so that she's big enough. Now what I just did there was fit the frame to the content instead of fitting the content to the frame, which makes the frame the same size as the picture, which is a bit annoying, but it's a good thing for whatever you're doing. So the text I'm going to use for the cover lines is called Arial